This is bromine. It's chemically very similar to chlorine, except chlorine's a gas and bromine's a liquid. It also lets off a lot of nasty orange vapor, and this is why I sealed it in glass. Bromine's really dense, and it's more than 3 times as dense as water, and this makes its vapor really heavy. Bromine's notoriously difficult to store, and if I just put it all back into a bottle or something, it would damage everything around it. So I have to seal it again in a glass ampule that I made from a test tube. This is bromine. No, wait, sorry, that was soy sauce. This is bromine, and something that I've always wanted to do is turn it into a popsicle. The first step is to pour it all into a test tube. And I'll use a glass rod for the stick. Then after that, I'll put a small Odour flask under it and fill it with some nice and cold liquid nitrogen. As it sits there, the bromine should slowly freeze because its freezing point is only about -7°C or 19 Fahrenheit. The liquid nitrogen is way lower than that at around -196°C or -320 Fahrenheit. When it eventually stopped bubbling, it meant that it was as cold as the liquid nitrogen, and I can take it out. Now to get it out of the tube, I just have to warm it up a bit by putting it into some water. I was hoping that by freezing it, it wouldn't be as angry, but it was still pouring off way too much bromine vapor. So, I had no choice but to destroy it. A while ago, I made all this scary bromine in my parents' garage, and now I've decided that I want to throw some aluminum into it. This is one of my favorite reactions, and the last time that I did it was probably over 6 years ago. Now with a bunch of it in a test tube, I just have to drop in some aluminum foil and wait for it to get started. At the bottom, I'm left with a bunch of dirty aluminum bromide salt and a small ball of aluminum metal. I really wanted this metal ball, and after waiting about 10 minutes, it shouldn't be as hot anymore. Now what I have to do is try and carefully get it out of the tube. To clean it up, I just have to drop it into water, and all of the aluminum bromide almost instantly reacts. After a few minutes, I pulled it out, and I'm left with a nice little metal ball.